toward Roach. Davis missing.
Yeah, he's
With a punch, but still, Roach leading with
I think he took it out.
some of his own.
Roach has to be careful. Tank low.
8 of 26. Davis just 3 of...
Roach. It a tremendous performance, and this was a performance that this man knew he had in him. He had a confidence all week going into this fight, and you all saw why he had that confidence. A great performance, Lamont. I know you're frustrated because you wanted the win. You felt like you won. So just thoughts on the fight, and after having a couple of minutes to decompress, what are your thinking right now?
I mean, obviously, I want to go back and watch it, but clearly in there, man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the motherfucking bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won, and I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
All right, guys, raise your hand. We'll get you a mic. So try to be patient because we will try to get to you.
Hey, Lamont, over here.
What's up?
Yo, what's up? Hey, during this fight here, like, you showed the world that you didn't back down because, of course, leading into the fight, like, folks were like saying, oh, Tank's opponents get intimidated and everything like that. But, of course, like you said in the press conference, you ready to boogie because you already knew what it was, between you and Tank. So what did you think about, going into that fight as far as, like, going back and forth with Tank as far as, like, throwing more combinations over the course of those rounds?
I just think, going into the fight, I knew I had what it takes. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I spar guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like being up close and personal. Obviously, I seen it on the TV and shit like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna tell him. But like I just knew that I can be in there, and I knew that I can do better than him to win rounds, win exchanges, because he fighting spurts.
Lamont, you want to come to the podium and answer questions? We'll bring you up to the podium, and you'll have media ask questions. Media, continue raising your hand. Media, continue raising your hand. Yep. They just want you so they could see you better. Yep.
Oh. Thank you. All right, go ahead.
Lamont, KG with Fight Hype. So right here, Lamont, in front of you. There you go. Thank you. So I gotta ask. When you think about this decision and it being a draw, and you think about what happened in the 9th round, how frustrated are you that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man, I'm not. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe sweat out his eye, he had to wipe sweat out his eye. But the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that. But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
In the back, please.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
I don't know. Did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But I can't go back and change it. So.
Lamont, Chantel, congrats, man, on fighting a great fight. A lot of people agree with you that you did win the fight. Just can you talk about Gervonta's power? He got you with some good shots, but you kept staying in the center of the ring with him. A lot of other fighters don't deal with the power as well. How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told you I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll.
Gentlemen, if you could all please take your seats, we want to welcome on the WBA lightweight champion, Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank, we're going to bring you up to the podium as we welcome you into the media, and you can discuss the fight and give the media some thoughts.
I mean, I thank y'all for waiting and things like that. It was a good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either. So I felt like I won it, the last couple rounds. So it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight. But it's cool.
Okay, questions?
Okay.
Tank, it's KG with Fight Hype. I wanted to ask Tank, when the decision was read, the way that you reacted, it looked like you was upset. You slammed your gloves on the canvas. What was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
I didn't slam my glove on the canvas.
Okay, maybe I mistook from my vantage point, so that's my mistake. But what was going through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that. But it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need what is it called? Yeah, man. I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Tank, Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, But I didn't really know that you can, get disqualified for all that. Or, when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Tank, how much does it hurt to have the draw on your record now? And do you think it's going to stand as some sort of, renewed motivation for you, like the guys were saying, as you proceed through these next couple fights?
Yeah, it just put, food to the fire and things like that, fuel to the fire. But it's cool. It's cool. The draw is okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me, too. That was on me for sure. Because I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more.
Gervonta, congrats on a good fight. You originally were going to call somebody out, you said, after the fight. But, since the draw happened, it looks like Lamont Roach rematch is what's on the horizon. But who were you going to call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room. Next question.
Tank, congratulations, Barack from Ring Champs on all the smoke fight. Were you
With the
surprised?
light-skinned guy that was talking shit too, huh?
Who, the light-skinned guy?
Yeah, what he ain't in here?
Where he at? I don't know. But were you surprised, because I know everybody else was, that Roach could take your power because you were throwing bombs in some of those rounds?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Hi, Gervonta. How are you? Amir Davis here. So I want to say great fight, amazing energy, great strategy. So following this fight after, what does preparation look like for you leading into the next fight?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting back at the gym in like a week. I'm gonna take a good, probably like couple of days off, but I gotta get back in the gym.
Thank you.
Ball ahead, pass it, man.
Yep. Hey man, Juan here from High 97. Lamont definitely learned stuff about you in this time, in this bout right here. What have you learned in this fight from Lamont that you could take forward in the next fight?
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault.
Hey Tank, congratulations.
Thank you.
So at the end you talked about how the audience has like a love-hate relationship. Sometimes they love you, sometimes they don't. And obviously they were reacting during the fight. Did that affect your performance or confidence at all?
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so it's something we gotta work on in the corner. For sure.